Hi everybody, welcome to this week's question and answer video. Hope everyone had a good weekend. The holidays are coming up for most everybody, and I just want to drop in a little note. And I want to say, just get through them for most of us, right? Let's not build them up. Let's not have expectations. Some of us just need to get to January. And let's just do that. We don't have to celebrate every year. Maybe we can plan what we want to do next year. Yeah. It's okay to be by yourself. Totally okay. Millions of people are. We're all okay. There's a lot of people that enjoy it or prefer it even. But if you can't handle family, you might need to take a year off. And I think that's totally okay, especially if they cause a lot of stress. I just want to get that out. Hope everyone makes it through okay. So all I ask is you guys leave your locations. Let us know where you are. It could be general, so you don't have to worry about anyone finding you. Planet Earth works. And if you haven't already, please consider supporting and signing a petition I started, Stop Narcissistic Online Bullying. The link is right down below in the description box. In the comment section, everyone in the world can just sign it. Thank you very much. Let's get into the questions. First one is from Healing Family from California. Hello. Can you define the word covert in your own words? Thank you. Update on my 5-year-old that is angry at school, wanted me to test him for ADHD. I shared with you he was moved to a lower maintenance classroom, second week now. Last week he only pushed once, and this week he had a Monday through Thursday spectacular days. Until Friday he was throwing a plushie at friends and pushed. Overall, in these 2 weeks he's only had one not okay day each week. That's huge progress, and that's what we want, progress. Yeah. Not change overnight, not stalemate, not decline. Thank you, David, for all your help for over 2 years. You're welcome. We're also down on tantrums, like 75% since I started with you. You're awesome. Good. No more tantrums. That's something we cannot have, cannot tolerate. By the way, this new teacher is genuine and caring, unlike the other one, and I know that makes a huge difference in these little people. Oh, huge. Any other advice you can give me? Anything else you suggest I do? Well, again, that's just general. You kind of, or ask, sometimes you ask me just kind of general, and I've given you all my general advice. I really have. I don't want to repeat myself. But if there's something specific you want to ask me, please do. And I'm really happy for you and your family. Very. That's what we want, is progress. Doesn't it feel good? Yeah. And good for you for never giving up. You could have easily kept him in that classroom where he was probably declining. So yeah, change of environment, a teacher that understands more and has more patience is huge, huge. But yeah, I'd love to give you more advice on anything you have questions for. Like I said, I've already given tons of general advice. Love him no matter what, meet his needs unconditionally, never raise your voice, never lose it, make mistakes, tell him you made mistakes, apologize. I've given it all, but ask specific if you want. Oh, covert. Covert. I wrote cover, operating under cover. Covert operations, like military. The opposite of overt. I wrote 2 sentences here. He is overtly grandiose in the way he treats people unfairly. That's overtly. The overt narcissist. And then you have, he is covert about the way he manipulates people to get what he wants instead of just asking. See? A cover. Put a cover over you. Over. Yeah. Good way to think about it. William from Arizona. Hello. I've seen other YouTubers that are BPD. Yes, you have. One claimed to be a psychiatrist with it. My question is, how can they say and believe that if we can put up with their behavior, we'll experience the greatest love of our life? But even if half of us do, they'll split on you anyway. This is disgusting. It's sick. It's toxic. Whatever you want to call it. It's gross. If there's a psychiatrist saying this, like, borderline's a narcissist in the mental health professional field is profound. Profound. Good luck hiring someone. Be careful. Because I've heard just the worst horror stories you can imagine. Just someone trying to get help. Profound. It's, I'm not going to help myself, or I can't help myself. I'm going to help other people. That's it. And it's an identity rather than look at myself. Period. Am I feeling control? You're the one that's toxic, not me. All of it. So if this person is saying something like this, I think that's just what it supports what I'm saying. I'm not going to get help. Everybody else change. That's perfect for borderline, isn't it? I get borderline to my comments. I don't do this. Everyone needs to be nice. You don't say that. You can't say that's wrong. Borderlines don't do this. Borderlines don't do that. It's like, how about you just get better? Instead of identifying with a mental illness group and not changing, sticking up for the group. Just, it's identity. But common problem. So much misinformation, misleading stuff about borderline. It's amazing. I don't know if there's anything else out there more misleading, more people misleading others. Oh, you just hug it out of them. You just love it out of them. No, they need to do it themselves. They need to hug themselves and love themselves out of it and get help and stop ruining people's lives. I mean, if you can put up with their behavior, what is that? I mean, you can't be more general, right? Because the behaviors I'm aware of are triangulating, gaslighting, manipulating, betrayal, threats. I could go down the list. If you put up with that shit, you'll have a great love of your life, because none of that's love. Abuse, manipulation, all of it. It's not love. Let's be real, right? Sam from Perth, Australia. Australia. Hi, Sam. Please start a poll to see who wants the chapter videos. I love listening to them, like listening to a familiar story. And Rory says, I feel the same. I love that you guys like them. I love them too. I really do love making them. What I plan on, no matter what with this one, I would like to start another one with another couple soon. And I'll have a poll when I'm ready to do that. I'll have a poll and see if you guys all want that too. And I'm going to give it a much better shot of being successful this time. I've got some cool ideas for it. Yeah. But thanks for the feedback. And I want to keep them going too. JR from Tennessee. Hello, JR. My ex can't give me one example of how I abused her. I asked her how I abused her and to please explain it to me. Wrong. Especially an ex. Just, it's over. I told her none of this vague crap about how I abused her. What did I say or do that's abusive? She can't give me one specific. But she says I emotionally abused her and played mind games. She gets these ideas from YouTube videos and then tries to apply when she's hearing what she's hearing to me. She's even admitted she was watching videos about emotional abuse and mind games of covert narcissists. Then after I said she can't contact me because she's supposed to be no contact with me since I'm an abusive narcissist, she told me she was confused. She loves me, etc. Yeah, she's very confused. The more you talk to someone like that, the more you get confused. This seems to be a common theme with BPD women, where they call their exes narcissists and flip the script. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And flip the script that they were the ones who were abused and they are innocent. Yes. This ex I'm talking about is a quiet BPD. She's the only one of my exes who has been able to get to me and get back together multiple times over 2.5 years. The reason being because she's so young and I was giving her a chance to learn and grow up. She's not dangerous physically like my other exes, at least she never was with me, but I think she's causing me a lot of mental battles I don't need. Thanks for saying it's not me. It's not you. So, yeah, common. Narcissists. I made videos about it just recently. I'm gonna split on you, and I can't look at myself. I can't accept who I am. I can't accept this relationship and what I've done to you. And to control the narrative, my identity, I tell everyone it's you, not me. You know, we can call it projection. You abused me. I didn't abuse you. It's extremely common. The word narcissist, right? So overused on the internet today. It means nothing. But a real narcissist has severe mental illness and can be very dangerous. And we don't diagnose people and, you know, call people mental illness and say it's just, you know. Yeah, JR, I understand your problem there with the young one. Probably best you don't talk to her anymore at all. Just tell her the truth. Nice job on Rose's question. Helps me a lot. Oh, good. J4091. Thanks for telling me. That's great. That's what this is for, yeah? People ask questions, it applies to all the listeners too. And here's Rose. I think I was naive, and actually because I wasn't experienced. I have only been with 2 men in a full relationship, so I've never really dated lots of men. Yeah, Rose, you were naive, but the reason that we are naive in these relationships is because we didn't have our needs met. So we don't know that we're supposed to. We don't know what it looks like, how it feels, how to do it. And so we date men who also neglect us, like our parents. That's where the naivety comes. But you're not naive anymore, Rose. To do it again is ignorant. Hi, David. It's Mark from the politically crazy United Kingdom. Oh, boy, I feel sorry for anyone in the United Kingdom, even the ones that like it. I feel sorry for you. That country, or those countries are hurting. We need to watch and learn to make sure it doesn't happen to us. J4091 again. Hello from Penrose, Colorado. 10 years no contact from my malignant brother who tried to set me on fire. Wow. I feel bad about never talking to his kids, my nieces, since the no contact. Should I reach out to them? They were kids when this happened, now in their 20s. Am I doing this right? How do I navigate this, David? What if they reach out to me like an invite at their wedding? I ruminate about this, but always come up empty. What do you want? Why don't you really know what you want? And if you want to have any kind of contact with them at all, possibly, then think about it. Maybe write a letter and send it to them. Stay safe that way. Instead of just face-to-face, try some contact before in person if you want. Okay? You totally can. I wrote that. You most certainly can. And it doesn't matter what you do, just how you feel about it. Okay? Start with what you want. Do you want to talk to them? Would you like to hear from them? Is there something you'd like to tell them? Why don't you write it down, read that letter over and over again, read it to someone else if you want, and send it to them. Just stay safe. We don't know them, right? People are a lot different from childhood to adulthood. That 15 to 25 can be humongous changes. They can be totally different people. So just be careful. Yeah? But why don't you do what you want? Derek from New York here. Hi, David. Hi, Derek. Your videos are great. Thanks. I'm 95% sure my ex was high functioning with quiet BPD. She told me she had complex PTSD. Wouldn't you? Right? Do you want to be BPD or PTSD? I have PTSD. I don't have BPD. Looks a lot alike. I swear to God. Childhood abuse and an abusive ex-husband seemed complex. We were together 3 years. In the last month or two of the relationship, she started using AI to analyze us. At first, it seemed like she was trying to improve the relationship. Oh, just like a therapist. Never go to a therapist with a borderline. Never go to a therapist with someone who's abusing you. If they're abusing you, don't go to their therapist with them. Probably not even go to a single therapist, because once someone abuses you, the relationship is over. We don't fix it. That you can't dehumanize someone more than abusing them. Yeah? So you're going to go to a therapist or AI and all of a sudden now you're a human being? So they're triangulating. It's triangulating with the therapist, but they're doing with AI the same way. They're concerned. We need help. I found a good therapist I've talked to for a while. I've already primed them, and I want to bring you in right here, and we're gonna make sure that you know it's your fault, not me. You're a narcissist. So at first it seemed like she was improving. She fed all your old messages into it. Everything became your fault, of course, because anybody who uses AI, I can get my AI to say anything. Anything about you. Anything. You just tell it to, and it does. Yeah. And her projection and gaslighting of me worked, which I know is common. But her use of AI really gave her words more power and credibility to my fragile sense of self at the time. Absolutely. Absolutely. A therapist can solidify some of the worst damage you've ever had in your life. Think of children. And I see this all the time. Children that go to a child psychologist, try to tell them that their parents are neglecting them, hurting them, scaring them. They just minimize it and put them on some medication. No, you're wrong, child. Everything your parents have been saying is true. You're the one who's the problem. And we go do that, you know, in adulthood too. Overnight, after a seemingly innocent text message, I went from someone she loved to someone she claimed emotionally abused her for all 3 years. And she had a 15-page AI report based on that one text message to prove it. My God. Every message I sent trying to, I'm sorry, I'm laughing how ridiculous she is, but how it's disgusting. I sent trying to explain myself, got fed into the machine, and came back labeled as contempt, gaslighting, or manipulation. The AI gave her a cold, clinical, moral tone that I had no way to respond to. It felt like I was arguing with a therapist instead of the woman I loved. Her only responses were cut and pasted from AI. My God. I never saw, spoke, or got a text from her again. Then she disappeared within hours. So she split on you. She couldn't handle the relationship anymore. It caused too much stress. So she wants to make it your fault. That's sad. After the discard, I eventually learned more than I wish I ever needed to know about BPD. Have you ever heard of AI being used like this? Yes. It's going to become a powerful weapon for some to use on the unsuspecting. It sure turned my world upside down. Turns out it is hard to win an argument against all human knowledge. Sure is. You're screwed. And we just don't do that. We don't partner up and bully, right? If you guys want to go to a therapist for a couples counseling, you seek that person together. You don't go to theirs, right? You go find one just for that together. And if your partner's not being honest and open and candid, it's over. It's over. It's really sad. I'm really sorry. It must have been awful to go through that. Doubting yourself, so frustrating and traumatic. It's traumatic. It can be. It's psychological. No matter what I do, it's me. I'm the problem. I'm wrong. Confirmed. But like you said, all the human knowledge in the world. Awful. AI is a joke like this, especially open AI like this. So many safety layers, so much training to make sure that you're just happy, that you feel good no matter what. Oh yeah, you're doing nothing wrong. You can go tell AI you've done some disgusting crap to people and they're being mean to you about it. And AI's going to go, oh, it's okay, you didn't do nothing wrong. Fucking sick. Be careful about AI and the advice you get from them. Be very, very careful. They lie, they distort everything. I'm really sorry. That's awful. And it is just that AI. It's the training, it's the safety layers, it's everything they put into it, made to be there for the operator, the user. Someday, AI still today can be very useful. I know this. I'm starting an AI company that will be able to help people, not like this. I'm really sorry for your experience. That's awful. Emily from Baltimore. Well, I received a nasty email on September 12th, going to call the police because of alleged PIN number. I remember that. You had the PIN number to one of his devices and he's like threatening you to call the police and stuff. What an idiot. Just take it somewhere. LOL, my birthday was November 2nd. Happy birthday. And I got a very nice birthday card from Satan. From learning the game from you, I didn't take the bait like I did back in June. I've also educated 2 other friends. 4 months, no contact. Congratulations. Now you have some power and some control back. Feel that? Agency over yourself and your life. Not this person controlling you anymore. Thanks for your message. Jordan from Sydney here. Hi, Jordan. I was wondering... Sydney Stralia. I was wondering what distinguishes a borderline discard as part of the BPD relationship cycle from a final discard with no Hoover. Example, I set the boundary of asking my NPD ex to leave me alone while they were incarcerated. They ended things with me the moment I set this boundary and remained firm in it, and I did not return. It's been about a year. While I'm at peace with it and do not want them back, I do wonder what sets apart a borderline's usual discard Hoover cycle from their finality and painting you black forever. Love the chapter series and hope to see more episodes. Can't understand why they aren't as popular. It's okay, Jordan. Thanks for telling me. I'm glad you like it. Okay, so the difference, right? When a borderline's really truly done with you, I made a video about this recently too. It's when you've hurt them beyond repair, for one. You've hurt them beyond repair and they've split. Once they split on you, and you don't have to do anything to them, they could just make it up. It could be just, boundaries, all of it. Whatever you did boundaries. That's rejection. You have autonomy, then you're a narcissist, you neglect them, right? So I'm not saying you did anything. But in their mind, if the narrative is you did something awful to them, they believe it, they split on you, it's over. They usually don't come back from that ever. Ever. You are Satan. You're the most dangerous thing on this planet. And they're in total survival mode. Another thing is the mask is off, like a narcissist. They no longer can control you, and they see that. They have no more control anymore. You have complete autonomy, agency, individuality, and you see beyond all the bullshit that they've been feeding you this whole time, and it's over. The game is over. No more control. They're out. Trust me. They ain't gonna hang around. They can't control you. That's the difference. What do you guys think? And thanks for letting me know about the relationship series. And that's all the questions, everybody. Thank you. Love your guys' thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Needs it. That's what we do this for. That's what keeps it going. Thank you very much. Anybody wants coaching, you can find me at daviddemars.com. Have a beautiful week and love yourself first. We'll see you again next week. Bye.